I wanted to ask a question to John as well. Actually, was it your decision to lend your voice because the intensity, your expressions and the way you feel while singing that song, was it your decision at a later stage to lend your voice for that song, or was it always there that you wanted to lend your voice to the song?
You're talking
To John.
Yeah. I think it was Abhinay and Vipul both spoke to me about it, and they said there's a voiceover and you should lend your voice to it, and I just thought it was very apt because it's me talking about it. It's saying Desh badal gaya, sab kuch badal gaya, and it feels so right for ACP Yashvardhan, the character, to speak. He's a police officer, he's a righteous police officer, और वो मिशन पे जाता है, and then he's very clear, and there's a, if I may say that line in the film, क्योंकि एक line है film के अंदर जहाँ मेरे सीनियर जो है मुझे बोलते हैं कि it's not a protocol to go into other countries, and I say sir सब कुछ बदल गया, अभी अंदर घुस के मारते हैं, so that's his character, he doesn't care. और वो बोलता है भी ट्रेलर में आपने सुना होगा 5 साल पहले उसकी बीवी मर गई, उसके बाद वो सटक गया है. So he has nothing, he's on a death mission, he wants to just take everybody out. So I think it was just right for me to lend my voice to that.
Sonakshi, you've actually gone across, I think you've gone totally this with the action in this film, and apparently this will be the kind of action that will be, that you have not attempted anywhere before. So can you just tell a little more about the kind of preparations you made for this role?
Well, honestly, I was lucky that I prepared well enough for Akira that those skills came in handy over here as well. In terms of the kind of action, I think there's some really cool, very sleek, stylized, high-octane action sequences that you're probably seeing for the first time in Hindi films, and I feel it's been shot really, really well. We've worked with some great action directors from across the world, and they've come up with such great sequences. I'm sure each one of you will really enjoy them. There's some amazing car chases, there's like gunfights, there's hand-to-hand combat. It's really, really cool. So I really enjoyed doing all of that.
We have had actresses in the past, last few years, who've been doing action on scene in films. But are you happy with the way it's happening, or do you still have a long way to go on how the actresses are shown in the action scenes? And also, I would like John's take on that.
I can speak for myself. I'm very happy with the kind of action that I've done in my these two films that I've done back to back, and yeah, I'm quite happy because honestly there was no different treatment from the action directors. They were directing a person, trying to make them do action, so it really didn't feel any different. And yeah, I'm sure it can definitely. There's always scope for improvement in everything, so hopefully it will get better and better and better.
Yeah, I think where Force 2 is concerned, I give, like I always say this, it's a director's prerogative, and he actually gave the female actor the opportunity to do this kind of action because the role demanded so. If you're asking me whether there's enough action for women in films, the answer is no, completely no, because we usually like dancing all the time, most of the time. So for a change, when you see a woman doing action, at least someone like me, I get really impressed, because when I told Sonakshi there was a shot where there's actually a blast, right Abhinay? There's a blast that happens behind us, and I had to hold her and we had to jump, and I said, and I was worried because वो second day पे था, and I said, how will I tell Sonakshi Sinha to jump now? What if she calls her dad? So I said, Sonakshi, you don't mind, we'll have to jump till then. She said, yeah, I'll jump. And I looked at her, and then finally she jumped, and after that I realized this girl will do anything. She doesn't say no. She did all the action sequences herself. She was absolutely fantastic. She was comfortable. And when you see someone like that, you realize that, there should be more action for women, and she's done a fantastic job.